Welcome in, college football fans and fanatic family. Listen, it's your boy Coach I, man. We are here to wrap up SEC Media Days. That's right, it's the last day. It was Arkansas, Kentucky, Mizzou, and Texas A&M. So we got a special guest to come on and talk about some of the Arkansas, thoughts on the season and thoughts on SEC Media Days. We're going to get into all that, wrap this thing up, put a nice little bow on it, man. College football is almost here, so let's get into it.
No, I got you on this one, Coach. It ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The fanatic. But we keep it 100, keep it real. That's the only way we know how to be. Talking that sports talk. You know what I'm saying? Straight out of South Carolina. Upstate, 864. Yeah. The FANATIC. The fanatic where we keep it OG. We talking sports, so I call.
That's right, man. We back to wrap up the SEC Media Days, man. Shout out to my guy D. You know what I'm saying? One of my former players, man, for the intro. That's crazy. I've been using that intro for about 3 years now, and it still be having me jamming when I'm listening to it. So without further ado, man, listen, if you're new to the channel, we talk all things SEC here. I know y'all see all the Georgia love. I am a Georgia alum, but I keep it real, keep it 100, but we talk all things SEC here. And without further ado, man, we're going to go ahead and bring up our guest. If you like the content tonight, man, you got to hit the like and subscribe button. Turn on that bell notification because you never know when we're going to pop up. Special guest tonight, man. Listen, I told y'all Arkansas was up on deck today. He one of my, listen, the way we met, man, was so interesting. You know what I'm saying? I did an Arkansas video, had an Arkansas supposed real ball knower. No Diddy, you know what I'm saying, up here. And he hit me in the comments, say, man, next time you do an Arkansas video, you should have somebody that really know Arkansas football. And that's my guy, SEC Mo. What's going on, Mo?
What's good, Coach? Let me get an air horn, man.
Hard Wild Podcast in the building. How
yes,
you
sir.
feeling tonight, man?
Man, I feel blessed, man. I'm blessed and highly favored, man. It's your boy's birthday today, man. So you know I had to take some time out to come jump on the Fanatic Sports Network.
That's right, man. Shout out
to
Mo, living to see another year under the sun. Happy birthday, yes, my brother. And because it's his birthday, we'll talk a little bit about them other three teams, but tonight is about the Hogs, man. We're going to talk about these Hogs, get into it, man, because Mo, one of them Hogs, he keep it real now. You know what I'm saying? He wants the Hogs it all the way a buck now, so we're gonna get into it, man. So we appreciate everybody stopping in, whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on Twitter, whether you're on the Hog Wild Podcast, whatever it is, whether you're on Fanatic, hit that like button, man. Show your boy some love. Look at Shawty up in the building. Say, Coach I Hog Wild, what's going on?
What it do, Shawty?
Woo Pig Poncho, a Huncho in the building. Appreciate you getting in. Look at my guy Turge. Hey, listen, man, Turge, man, I've been knowing Turge all my life. Grew up in the hood, you know what I'm saying? We started from the bottom, now we here, Turge. Transplanted Texan in the building.
What's good, transplanted and Woo Pig Huncho? What's going on, fellas?
That's right, man. We're trying to get this thing started. Listen, let's just go ahead and talk about it, man. How you feeling about Arkansas today? Let's talk about overall Sam Pittman's aura on stage. How you feeling about it? Did he seem confident in what he got coming back?
I'll take it from the top, man, because I did get a chance to watch the entire 30-minute segment of him on stage. And everybody knows that today is the last day of SEC Media Days, so a lot of people are already gone.
Facts.
You know what I mean? A lot of the heavy-hitting questions, a lot of the big named media heads are gone. The Paul Feinbaums are gone. The everybody that knows SEC football pretty much is already gone. You know what I mean? So a lot of the people that were in there asking him questions were asking really good questions, but I would say they don't necessarily care about Arkansas football unless they're actually Arkansas fans, because the only people that really stay are Arkansas fans pretty much.
Right.
But overall, man, I do feel like he had a lot more confidence. I think that this isn't his first go around at SEC Media Days. I mean, this is what's going into his 6th year at Arkansas.
Right.
So he should be feeling himself a little bit at this point. You know what I'm saying? As a head coach, he should know how to handle the media at SEC Media Days, especially because you're the last act up. You know what I mean? You were literally the last act to go today. You know, so you had plenty of time to prep. I do think that he brought solid players. I think he brought Taylor Green. He brought Fernando Carmona, and he also brought
Cam.
Xavier Sori. Oh no! I said Xavier
Right.
Sori. I
He
said
brought
Xavier
Cam.
Sori, Cam
Yeah.
Ball,
Yeah.
and Fernando Carmona. So those are the three leaders of the team. You got Taylor Green as the quarterback, the QB1, which is the overall leader. Then you have Fernando Carmona, which is in the trenches on the offensive line as the leader, and you got Cam Ball as the defensive leader on the side. I mean, and you also have Fernando
He,
Carmona.
I
Xavier
watched Taylor Green and Cam. I know I didn't get to watch the third player, so I don't know who the
Okay,
third
so I
player
guess
was.
he didn't bring Fernando Carmona. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
I
He
may be
definitely brought
misspeaking.
Cam and Taylor. And if you say Xavier and Sori came, that means
Yeah,
that
he
those
did.
are
That
the
was the only
three.
three. I'm
I
sorry. So
got
he
you.
brought Taylor Green, Xavier Sori, and he brought Cam Ball, which are
Right.
also the defensive leaders. You know what I mean? The bona fide defensive leaders. But just listening to how he was speaking, I mean, he did give a shout out to a lot of the players that that were with him. He gave shine to Taylor Green, of course. He gave shine to Cam Ball and Xavier Sori. He spoke highly of all three of them. And I mean, to truth be told, they are pretty much the best players that we have on the team. So respectfully, so I commend him for that. But a lot of the questions that he was asked, as far as his job security, as far as who are going to be our offensive playmakers on offense, he talked heavily about the tight ends. He doesn't necessarily. He admitted that he didn't know our wide receiver room very much at all. So he couldn't speak to who our wide receiver group is going to be. He just threw out names like Omega Blake, Courtney Crutchfield,
I did hear that. Yep.
Cam Shanks, just the normal names that we have, the names that we all know. But he didn't speak to anybody specifically that was going to be a difference maker or a playmaker on the offensive side of the ball, other than tight ends.
Right.
And that stood out to me because whenever you're talking about your team, man, it's one thing to say that, yeah, we have a really good team. I really do believe we have a good team. He said that a number of times. He didn't say that this was a game-changing team. He didn't say that this was a team that was gonna go out and win games, like really win games. It was just a lot of coach speak, man. It was a lot of safe,
Right.
and in the middle of the road talk from Sam Pittman, which is what you can expect, man. I mean, and we can get into it a little bit deeper as we dig into the show, but overall, man, I think it was just safe and middle of the road, which is what I expect from Sam Pittman.
Right. And I think that was kind of the overall theme. I think, SEC Media Days, I think, like for the coaches, it's something they have to do. But I think for the fans, it's something we look forward to. Kind of signifies the start of football season almost, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And for those that travel to SEC Media Days, whether it was back in the day when it was always in Birmingham or last year in Texas, this year in Atlanta, it's a lot of time to go kind of catch the guys before they get in that football mode. Because, once they get in football mode, coaches ain't trying to feel all that fanfare and all that stuff for the most part, you know what I'm saying? But like you say, most of the coaches got up there give you the same kind of answers. We got better in the off season. We looking forward to this, looking forward to that. Shout out to the people in the chat. Nisha say happy birthday, Mo.
Appreciate it, Nisha. I appreciate that. S. Jack said happy birthday.
Said happy birthday. Transplanted.
Appreciate y'all. Hey, y'all know. Hey, I was supposed to do a birthday party last night, but I couldn't do it, man. When I tell y'all I'm tired. Like I've been ripping and running all day. It felt like a work day instead of a birthday today because I've been trying to get ready for this family reunion. But I got to go down here and season like 20 pounds of ground beef, like 8 slabs of ribs. Man, I got so much stuff to do when I jump off this show, Coach. Man, I'm excited about it. I'm happy about it, man. It's all a blessing, bro.
Brady G say happy birthday, Mo, getting in here. We appreciate you getting in tonight. Shawty gets in and says with him just doing a lot of safe. He's asking, does that mean he already checked out as far as referring to Sam Pittman?
I'm gonna let you go ahead and answer that.
I'm gonna say this. I don't think he's already checked out, but it's like I think. Listen, he tied for third most tenured coach in the league. He know the pressures. He might not be on social media, but if he ain't, he hear the rumblings.
Correct.
I think he kind of like, look, man, I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna talk to y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit of this or that, but really, I just know what I gotta do, or I know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? That's that kind of attitude.
And to that point, I'll answer Shawty's question first. But to your point, man, there was one person that asked him about his job security. and I'll talk about that in just a second. But I don't to kind of piggyback off what you just said, Coach. I don't necessarily think he's checked out. I think that the realization of where he is, like you said, in his tenure, going in his 6th year, and having mediocre results. I mean, he knows what it is at this point. You know what I'm saying? There's not a whole lot that he can say because he knows that he didn't bring a lot of big names into the program to replace the Jalen Braxtons, to replace the Luke Houses, to replace the Pooh Pauls that all went to Ole Miss. You know what I'm saying? And Pooh Paul did numbers for Ole Miss in the middle of that defense last season. You know what I'm saying? And Lord knows what Jalen Braxton and Luke Haas are going to do, but we don't have any of those big names that replace those guys. You get what I'm saying? So at this point, the only thing that he can say is that we believe in our guys. We have a really good team. I really do believe in our team.
Right.
We have a lot of great guys. We believe in them. We know who we're playing, and they know they're playing Arkansas too. They got to come play Arkansas too now. You get what I'm saying? So it's just a lot of the same. I don't think he's checked out. I just think that he knows that his time is almost up. I don't think he checked out, but he knows it's almost time's up.
I got you. I'm with that. Coach Moot is in the building. Appreciate
What's
you
good,
getting in, Coach Moot. Jamie Chisholm in the building.
Jamie Chisholm is in the building.
Shawty say he need that invite to that reunion, Mo.
Hey, it's going down. It's going down tomorrow.
You need to get Shawty out there. Shawty smoke. Hey, Shawty a smoker now. Like on that meat for 5-10 hours.
Bruh,
you know what I'm saying?
I got a brisket I'm about to cook. I got like I said, I got about 6 or 7 slabs of ribs. I got a whole box of leg quarters. I'm about to go down there and chop them up in the thighs and drumette. Man, it's about to go down, man.
Hey, doing it big in Texas, you know.
Yes,
what I'm saying? Brady G say, to be fair, SEC has given Sam one of the toughest schedules every year to protect. Yeah, they protect Georgia and Alabama. Georgia literally had one of the hardest schedules in the nation last year. Literally, like strength of schedule was top 5 last year. But I do agree, Arkansas does have a hard schedule. Some of that is due to some of the things me and Mo have talked about over the years, Sam, not putting a great product on the field. So, of course, when you play other teams, you're not favored in the game or things of that nature. So it's not that I don't think it's that listen, if they protecting the team, it's Texas, but we'll get into that on a whole different show. But I do think Arkansas has a hard schedule this year. I will say.
And we talked about this last season with OU and Texas coming into the league last year. Right. We all said OU got the short end of the stick last season, and they got the record to prove it. You get what I'm saying? But we'll see how it turns out for them this year. I hadn't had a chance to look at OU's schedule, but to your point, Arkansas' schedule has been, over the past 10 years, a top 5 toughest schedule every single year. But you can't blame the SEC for that all, because a lot of that responsibility and load is to bear on the athletic department too, because they agree to these games. You get what I'm saying?
Right. I think South Carolina and Arkansas
home and home. You get what I'm saying?
South Carolina, even when it was East-West, Arkansas from the West would have a hard schedule. South Carolina always had, and part of that is like, you know, where Arkansas, when it was the West, Arkansas would always have LSU, Alabama, Auburn when they're good. You know what I'm saying? And
if we pulling a team out the East, it's gonna be Georgia.
Right, and then South Carolina on the reverse side will have Georgia, will have Tennessee, Florida, and Clemson on their schedule at the end. So I just think Arkansas has always had a hard schedule. Mello, what's going on, Mello?
Mello in the building. What's good,
right,
Mello?
It is me, man. Me and Mo back together, man, since basketball season. It's like that. You already know football is here. Appreciate you getting up in the building,
it's time
man.
For us to get back in it, man.
That's right.
Football season now. The end of SEC Media Days is the beginning of fall camp for the most part.
That's right,
y'all
man.
Know what that is.
If you just joining us, man, it's your boy Coach I and SEC Mo from Hog Wild Podcast. It's the wrap up for the SEC Media Days. It is SEC Mo's birthday, so we'll mention Kentucky and Texas A&M and Mizzou, but it's Hog night tonight. So we're gonna be talking a lot about the Hogs. We're gonna get into the schedule a little bit later. That hard schedule that we was talking about. One of the first players I watched, Mo, was Taylor Taylor,
Okay.
I like the way Taylor Green sounded starting quarterback for Arkansas. He mentioned being in his second year, you know what I'm saying, under Petrino. That I think that's gonna mean, that can mean a lot for the Hogs offense. You know what I'm saying? We all know Petrino can put points on the board. Now he's got his play caller in the second year. And he said he actually in the weight room trying to beef up because he watched the way players that he look up to, like Josh Allen, trucking people. He said, well, I'm in the weight room, so I'm going to try to be doing a little some of that. So I guess the SEC defenses have to be on notice if 6'6" Taylor Green is trying to lower the shoulder.
I mean, I heard that, man, and if they're smart, they won't allow him to do such nonsense. You get what I'm saying? He's too much of a valuable asset. I can tell he's put on some weight, though. But for you to be going out there and looking for contact, nah, bro, stay in your lane. That ain't for you. That's for the KJ Jeffersons of the world. That the boys that are built like that. KJ Jefferson was 250 pounds. He was built for that. I mean, you're more a finesse guy. So
run away from some people.
Yeah, we don't mind you taking contact, but we don't want you looking for contact. We need you healthy, bro. That should be at the top of your mind. But as far as his second year with Bobby Petrino, I think that's going to be a benefit for sure. But because of where I think Taylor Green's ceiling is, I don't necessarily think that the growth that everybody else thinks that they're going to see is going to happen. Because a lot of what I saw at Boise State, a lot of those errant throws, a lot of running with the football to the side, like swinging it like a loaf of bread.
Right.
He brought a lot of that stuff to Arkansas, and it turned into fumbles and interceptions. You get what I'm saying? I feel like as a senior, I feel like he should be well more versed in protecting the football than he is. Now, keep in mind, like I said, this is his second year in Bobby Petrino's system, so he may be able to read defenses and understand where his receivers are supposed to be. But the bigger issue is that who is he going to throw the ball to? You get what I'm saying?
That's a good question. Question.
Because Sam Pittman himself said that he's not even familiar with this wide receiver room. So us as a fan base, how is it that they expect us to be excited about it and happy with it if our head coach doesn't even know the wide receiver room? And he said this, you can quote him as saying that. All he was talking about is playmakers at the tight end position. And half the people he named don't even have production. Andres Posky last year caught probably 2 or 3 passes. And Jaden Platt, he came from Texas A&M with what stats? You get what I'm saying? So ultimately, man, the bigger question is, how comfortable is Taylor Green going to be in this Bobby Petrino offense in the second year? But more so, who is he going to throw the ball to?
So let me ask you about not the head coach not knowing standouts in the wide receiver room. Now, you and I have talked about it, and I'm pretty sure a lot of talking heads. Sam Pittman came in as one of the best O-line coaches in the nation. Since he's been at Arkansas, I would gather to say everybody would agree that they haven't been up to Sam Pittman's standard, the O-line. So maybe he's talking about playmakers at tight end, who a lot of those tight ends, especially in a Sam Pittman style team, play in line. They block and they catch. So do you think it's reasonable to think that he's been focusing a lot on that box, that O-line, that tight end area, and he I'm not even really worried about the receivers, because if these guys don't do their job, it don't even really matter.
Absolutely. That's 100% correct. That's the issue. The fact of the matter is, you're the head coach. You're supposed to know all your personnel in and out on both sides of the ball. So if you feel like there's a player on your roster who could do a better job than one player that is already in there, and you need to make that call as a head coach, you need to know your personnel. And he doesn't have the ability to do that. So he's relying completely on his coordinators to make those calls, when you as a head coach need to instep sometimes and make executive decisions, and he can't do that. So I have a problem with that. Going into your 6th year as the head coach, you need to know your personnel in and out, hands down, especially if you're going to get asked questions about it on the national stage.
Big facts. Some people are good coordinators. Some people can do head coach, and
I appreciate that, Mello.
Mello saying happy birthday, Mo. But It's like Pittman, like you say. I think he sees the writing on the wall. He knows the pressure is there.
Mm-hmm.
And like I say, if you come in, one of the things as a fan, if you come in with this expertise on a certain area, you know what I'm saying, we expect that area to be good. Kirby was a defensive guy, so our defense tends to outshine our offense at Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Lincoln Riley's an offensive guy, so everywhere he goes, the offense is good. Sam Pittman, I guess Sam Pittman saying, "Look, man, they about to get me up out of here anyway. At least let me get this O line right,
bro." The O line has been questionable since Sam Pittman stepped foot on campus, bro. We have not had a good offensive line since he's been here. We had better offensive lines when he was the offensive line coach with Brett Bielema was last year. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's another mark on him as a head coach. Like, what position group are you really going to take full responsibility for and make that your bell cow? It's supposed to be offensive line, but bro, you're not even doing that. So what is it exactly that we're paying you $6-7 million a year for? You don't know your personnel. Your offensive line ain't good. You get what I'm saying? So what is it? What impact the question is, what impact has Sam Pittman had since he's been at Arkansas? Has he made Arkansas, not aside from the Chad Morris era, the 2 years that Chad Morris was here, has Sam Pittman really made an impact on the Arkansas program that we will remember as Arkansas fans when he leaves?
That's tough right there. That's tough work right there. Listen, we're gonna talk about the schedule later, but like as we wrap up on Sam Pittman and move on to some of the Cam and some of the other players, what is it that Sam needs to do to not be on the hot seat at the end of the season?
Not lose to Arkansas State. Not lose to Memphis in Memphis. Compete against Notre Dame at home. Beat Texas A&M at Texas A&M. He has to win that Texas A&M because the storyline has always been we can't never get a break at Cowboy Stadium.
Right.
We never have luck at Cowboy Stadium. Now it's a home and home, and the ball is in Texas A&M's court this year. So are we going to take advantage of the fact that we don't have to be in Dallas for that game?
So would you say like 7 wins, win over A&M, not losing games that he's supposed to win, like the Arkansas State, like the Memphis, you know what I'm saying? But 7, and we thinking he's going to be able to keep it.
He'll keep his job at 7 wins. If he's able to, like he beat Tennessee last year, they were a number 4 team in the nation last season, and we beat them.
Right.
That was enough to save his job in the fact that we also went to a bowl game. It's going to be a similar situation because from what I understand and what I gather, Hunter Yurachek ain't in no rush to get rid of Sam Pittman unless it's the football season is just atrociously bad.
Right.
But if it's respectable, if he can beat either Tennessee or Texas A&M. And matter of fact, Texas A&M is at home this year. That's in Fayetteville. So I misspoke on that. That game is in Fayetteville. So he definitely needs to win that Texas A&M game. Because not only that, we have Auburn after that and Mississippi State, which are technically supposed to be winnable games, but he's definitely got to beat Texas A&M at home. He's got to win that 3-game stretch, bro. That'll keep his job safe. I'm not gonna lie to you.
As we was talking about Pittman and that offensive line and trying to reach these goals so he can keep that job, Brady G says we have speed, but it's up to the line to give him time. And listen, I think I like Taylor Green. Me and you talked about that when he made that transfer to Arkansas. It's like if his offensive line ain't gonna block for him, then it don't matter if he carrying it like you said,
like a loaf of bread.
Like a loaf of bread, it is. Like this is the SEC, man. These guys are get that ball, man, out your hand. You can't do all that you was doing at Boise State, but they also got to get a dude a little time, a little breathing room back there, so he can get his feet set.
And let me say this, Coach. The thing that worries me the most about Taylor Green is the clock in his head. Most of Taylor Green's issue is in his head. It's between the ears. When Taylor Green feels pressure, he makes mistakes. When Taylor Green feels pressure, he's going to run. He's not looking to throw the ball. He's going to run. And the issue is that there were instances last year where he had time, but the clock in his head was sped up so much that he just ran the ball just because he felt like there was no other option when he had wide open receivers.
Right.
So I want from it. I mean, we all know Taylor Green is probably one of the most athletically dynamic quarterbacks in the SEC, aside from the kid at South Carolina. What's his name?
Lenore Sellers.
Lenore Sellers came on last year like a freight train. He came out of nowhere. And that defensive line did too.
Yeah,
but,
I was about to say he had some help now.
Correct. But to that point, man, Taylor Green has to make his brain match his body.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? He has to align his thoughts with his actions. You know what I'm saying? If he can do that, Taylor Green will be substantially better this season.
Transplanted says to that point, year 2, Taylor Green with year 1 wide receivers. TG has said that he's been helping coach up these wide receivers because he knows Petrino won't be standing out there during the games, which shows that he's taken a step in leadership. Because I think Cam talked about in his interview that Taylor Green was a great leader, but he's more of a leader of action,
right,
as opposed to words. But he's trying to be
more vocal
this year. So Cam, I'm gonna tell you, man, somebody mentioned it earlier, man. That's another place. So I watched Cam interview when he was doing Radio Row. Man, that dude right there, like, honestly, like, he's like, he been prepping for interviews his whole life, though. Like,
man, Cam Ball is a dog, man.
Hey,
Cam
he talked
Ball
about
is
it
a dog.
all, and he sound like he sound professional, you know what I'm saying? And he gave a shout out to God. And listen, man, Cam Ball just seemed like he ready. He said that Pittman had been recruiting him since Pittman was at Georgia. You know what I'm saying? He was on him early in high school, and he's from the Georgia area, so he wanted to branch out because he said when you get away from home, you learn to grow. Listen, if his play any lane like his speech, the dude gonna be a monster on the field for y'all this year. So.
I'll be honest with you, man. Last season, Cam Ball was a bright spot on our defensive line, man. I think that Cam Ball has full potential to go to the NFL and actually make an impact. He has the build. Matter of fact, let me look at his measurables, man. I think Cam Ball is like 6'2", 6'4", somewhere in there, 320 pounds or something like that, man.
Man, somebody asked him a question about the season and whatever his answer was, I forgot. He just said, I'm ready for the season. I'm getting chill bumps just thinking about it. And shout out to Cam, man.
Cam Ball is he's 6'5", 326.
Yeah. He talked about just recently losing his father and that being a lot of the motivation for him this year because his father coached him a lot of his life. Yeah. So shout out to Cam Ball, man, and the Ball family, man. Condolences.
Let me speak to that a little bit, man. Like at his young age, man, he can't be no more than 23, 24 years old, man. To lose a parent at that age, man, that's impactful. That's very impactful. And it'll make you mature. Yeah, he's 22. Yeah, he's man. That's to drive that point home, man. It'll make you mature faster, and it'll make you appreciate the smaller things in life, man. And that's an intangible that is transferable to the football field because that's what a lot of coaches try to teach you on the field and in sports. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the small things because the small things are what are going to make you great. Doing the things that everybody else won't do. You know what I'm saying? So. I mean, I got a feeling that Cam Ball is going to ball out this season, man. Just like you said, I feel like his demeanor, his mindset, the things that he's gone through up to this point, man, over the summer, losing his dad, man, I feel like he's going to have a big season, and I'm happy that Sam Pittman brought him.
Me too, man. Getting into the chat, Sam Titman. Say what's up, family? What's going on?
What's good, Sam Titman?
Appreciate you getting in.
Hog Wild Crew is in here tonight, man.
Right. Mike Smith say happy birthday, Mo. Enjoy your day to the fullest. Mine was last Thursday. All kind of birthdays going on.
Man, happy belated birthday, Mike.
Right. Happy belated birthday. Stat Guy is showing the love in the chat. What's going on, Stat Guy? He actually out with some fam, you know what I'm saying? Celebrating the night. Just celebrating life. Yeah, and tapping in while you at dinner. I know they like put your phone away. It says Sam had 5-star lineman at Georgia. He had way more 5-star linemen at Georgia than he had at Arkansas, but a lot of the guys that got drafted was 3 stars.
But understand this.
Sam, if Sam can, he kind of like Will Muschamp. Will Muschamp didn't have a successful head coaching career, but he's one of the most revered defensive coordinators out there. And I think we're seeing, and maybe Sam proves us wrong this year, but we're seeing that that's kind of the path that Sam probably should have stayed on. You know what I'm saying? But
I agree.
I ain't mad at him, dog. He loves Arkansas wholeheartedly. So to get the opportunity to go there and be the head coach, I mean, he wasn't going to turn that down.
Yeah, I mean, even when you look at Sam Pittman's first time at Arkansas under Brett Bielema, he was bringing in 5-star linemen then. Denver Kirkland, Sebastian Totola. Like, all Arkansas fans are going to know these players that I'm naming. Denver Kirkland. I mean, I already said Denver Kirkland, but what's the boy's name that plays for the Lions right now? I forget his name, but we were pulling in 5-star offensive linemen then, and we saw a difference. But we made him the head coach because we thought that he was going to be able to replicate that performance here at Arkansas.
Right.
The fact of the matter is he's not doing enough on the field. Dan Skipper. Thank you, Justin Williams. Dan Skipper. You get what I'm saying? So the fact of the matter is he's not doing enough winning to continue to bring in those types of players because nobody believes in the program. Like we were bringing in 4 or 5. We were the 4 and 5-star players that we do bring in, we don't develop. And that's the bigger issue. They get worse or they have to leave. Like if a player isn't being developed and treated the way that they feel that they're supposed to be treated, not even from a monetary standpoint, an NIL standpoint, but from a respect standpoint. That was a big reason why Pooh Paul said he left. It wasn't even about the money. It was more so about the fact that they kept lying to him. You get what I'm saying? So it's more about development than it is just bringing in 4 and 5-star players because you can develop a 3-star offensive lineman. I don't care what you say.
Big facts. And I think Pittman can do so. You know, again,
Correct.
when he's focused on offensive line, and we've talked about that, how he's kind of showing his chops that he's not built for the whole CEO type role. Maybe you just need to focus on one department.
Yeah.
Shawty say, how you hire Petrino, a guy who was the last best coach? Listen, I thought it was. I mean, we all know that maybe he hired his replacement. I don't know. I don't know the inner workings at Arkansas. I don't know how they like Petrino.
I'll speak to that.
Okay, but I like to hire when they hired him because we all know it doesn't matter if he's the head coach or if he's the OC. He should be able to put up points. So that's why I'm kind of interested to see Taylor Green. Even though Sam don't know the receivers, I'm pretty sure Taylor Green been working with him in the offseason, and Bobby Petrino know who they is. So go ahead and talk about that hiring Petrino while you got Pittman there.
Let's think about context and perspective. We all know what context is. Whenever you use a word, you use it in context so that it makes sense to everybody else. And then you have the context of a situation. Let's talk about the context of the situation. Dan Enos was just coming off of probably one of the worst offensive coaching performances of his career.
Right.
You're coming off of KJ Jefferson winning 8-9 games, beating Penn State at the Fiesta Bowl to now looking like he can't even read his way through a paper bag with his handwriting on it. So Dan Enos made KJ Jefferson lose draft stock. I'll say that. Not only that, the fan base had completely turned on Sam Pittman at this point. You get what I'm saying? We were done with Sam Pittman. I think we won 2 or 3 games that season, maybe 4 games that season.
It didn't look good.
We celebrated beating Florida, and they were terrible. We lost to Mississippi State by 1 point, and they fired Jeff Lebby the next game. Didn't they fire Jeff Lebby or something that next game?
Not the Lebby, the guy before. Who was it wasn't Leach. It was whoever took over.
For Leach.
Yeah.
They fired him and hired Jeff Lebby after that.
Right,
but what I'm saying is that was probably one of the worst performances coming off of 8-win season that Arkansas had. So we were done with Sam Pittman. But what Sam Pittman knew is that we all wanted Bobby Petrino. We never wanted Bobby Petrino to leave. So in order to get back into our good graces, he went out and hired the only person that could literally save his job, and that was Bobby Petrino. As soon as that happened, all else was out the door. The losses were out the door. We got Bobby P back, y'all. What? BMFP, Bobby MF Petrino. You get what I'm saying? Bro, we were going crazy. That was the football equivalent of hiring John Calipari, bro. That's
Right.
how big it was. You get what I'm saying? And they
Right.
also had a scene of them at a basketball game, him and Sam Pittman sitting beside each other, and Sam Pittman like he just swallowed a bag of jawbreakers. You get what I'm saying? He looked terrible. He was mad because he knew that everybody loved Bobby Petrino more than they loved him. He made that decision because he wanted to get back in the fan base's good graces. Not because he wanted to, because he had to. He knew that Bobby Petrino was going to be the only thing that could get the fans back on his side.
Listen, I believe we're going to get to some of these comments, and then me and Mo going to jump into this Arkansas schedule and talk about the real deal. You know what I'm saying? I believe Orange getting in, saying Saban going to take over Arkansas after this year. Saban is
for what,
chilling.
2 or 3 years?
Right.
And then what?
Right. Saban chilling, man.
Yeah, we need some young blood, man. We'll get into that during the season, I'm sure, because the conversation is gonna come up.
Right. Transplanted says, so Mo, you saying Sam has to compete and win.
Correctamundo. Correct. We're not trying to compete anymore. We competed all these years. We've been competing for 6 seasons. Anytime you get on the field, you're competing, but we want to win, bro. A lot of these one possession games that we lost were unnecessary. It was all because of mental breakdowns on the offensive line, killing drives because you can't stay focused, just fumbling the ball inside the 10-yard line. Like, man, we made a lot of mistakes that cannot happen. And it's time to win. We can't just compete anymore. It's time to win.
There it is. Listen, if you just tune in, it's the Fan Addict with Coach I, man. Got my guy SEC Mo from Hog Wild Podcast. We wrapping up SEC Media Days. Whether you're watching on Facebook, or you're watching on YouTube, you're watching on X, hit that like button, man. Follow both channels, man, so y'all can catch this good SEC content. Going through these comments, man, in the chat. Stat Guy says 75 and Sam is sticking around if he doesn't have any bad losses. That's what Mo was saying. Can't lose to the Arkansas State. You got to beat Memphis. You got to beat teams like that. A Mississippi State lost, and he can't pack his offense up quick enough.
It depends on how those other games, for the season turn out. You get what I'm saying? It just depends.
Maybe, like you say, last year when Tennessee was number 4, you have a bad loss, but then you beat Tennessee. It kind of cancels each other out.
But so then I think the next week you get skull drug again by LSU.
Hey, that's kind of been the ride with Pittman, ain't it? You know what I'm saying? Transplanted says Sam's tenure is tied more to the return on investment on the spreadsheet than his win-loss record, regardless of how fans feel about mediocrity. Like if Sam Pittman is bringing in them dollars, just get comfortable with it. That's what Transplanted say. He bringing in them dollars. This is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
No, it ain't. That ain't what Transplanted talking about. He's talking about the ROI for Hunter Yurachek in the athletic department.
Got you.
Hunter Yurachek is pinching pennies, bro. That was the whole reason why we hired Sam Pittman in the first place, because we were in the middle of paying Chad Morris off, Brett Bielema off. We had so many coaches that were still on the payroll and weren't coaching. So we hired Sam Pittman to save money, but then they were stupid by giving him a 5-year contract. I was about to say
they gave that quick too. What they like year 2?
Bro, it was right after that season we just got done talking about when we beat Penn State in the Fiesta Bowl. And then he hired Dan Enos and it all went to crap. So now we're stuck. You get what I'm saying? So now they just got to eat the loss. But we gotta find somebody else if Sam Pittman is not the guy. I'm sorry. Shawty told me that a long time. Shawty told me that 5 years ago when he got hired.
Hey, Shawty did tell you, but one thing I say about SEC Mo, man, Mo was Sam. Hey, he rocking with Sam. Sam was the coach. That's what it is. But he done came to it, and he gonna give Sam just as much criticism as he gave him support.
I gave him the benefit of the doubt, bro. I gave him the opportunity to prove me wrong. Right. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't do that. He's not doing that. So now it's off with his head. Game of Thrones.
Right. Justin Williams gets in and say them Hogs going to be dangerous this season if Taylor Green can take the next step up. I think that is true, but I think he got to have some help. He got to have a competent offensive line. They ain't got to be out there and be the best offensive line in the conference, but they got to be a competent offensive line so he can sit back there, get out of his head so much, you know what I'm saying, and stop trying to look to run and use that arm, that gifted arm that he got, you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Connor Diamond's getting in there. What's going on,
You see
Connor?
what Justin Williams said?
You go down here. He said Sam Pittman is as bad as Every clown thinks.
He's not as bad as every clown. But
Not
above
as
that, he
bad.
said Arkansas would be 5-0 going to Tennessee. Book it.
Book it. All right, let's see. Let's see who we got. Who else we got? Win or lose, they need to compete with Ole Miss. If they get blown out, the wheels could come
Oh,
off.
absolutely. When we get to the schedule, we're going to talk about that because I agree with that 100%. What's good, Lewis Wilson?
Lewis Wilson in the building. Say late, but you here. Hey, it's better to be late than not to be here. He said happy birthday, Mo.
I appreciate that, Lewis Wilson. I appreciate that, bro.
All right, he said, let's see. We got Smoke baby.
FA01. What's good, Smoke baby?
Let him focus on the offensive line, Mo. Facts. Stall him out, Debo. Stall him out.
We done with that. What they say, we done with the 90s.
Just to say, yeah, Dan Enos was the biggest mistake. Next to that was hanging on to Cody Kennedy. Cody Kennedy too long this year is a big year for Sam and them Hogs, but they low-key loaded up in the portal. They did load up. They got a lot of people in the portal and that secondary. I think when me and Shawty did our wide receiver, even though Sam didn't know him, we did our wide receiver rankings for the conference. I think I had Arkansas like in the top 5 or something like that.
Really? We got to talk about
just because I think it was because of the numbers that you got. You know what I'm saying? Like you went and got a lot of guys that had not just like you just got incoming freshmen or you got incoming transfers that didn't play at the previous spot. These guys,
we got guys with numbers,
right? You got guys with numbers, so we gave them the benefit because if you look at the whole SEC, everybody was going out getting wide receivers, whether it was 2, 3, 5, 6 sometimes, you know what I'm saying? That's what it was. So Connor say what's crazy is even with the hire of Bobby P, he should have still been gone. Okay. Jacob Chambers in the building. What's going on?
What's good, Jacob Chambers?
Okay, he says Transplanter says Petrino was a season ticket sales savior.
Facts. What? Bro, the last 10-win season Arkansas had was in 2012. That was 13 years ago. That was Bobby Petrino's last season.
That's
the last 10-win season Arkansas had.
That's tough. Shawty had got in when we was talking about. He said it's 8-4, but I think we agreed that 7-5 would keep Sam Pittman's job this year. Something less it will depend on. I think if it's 6-6, it depends on which 6 it is.
And I'm gonna tell you like this. We'll wait till we get to the schedule. We'll wait till we get to the schedule.
Right. Arkansas, that's where, okay, so now Connor says, Justin, Sam Pittman is not a head coach. If he was Arkansas, wouldn't have been his first gig at the ripe old age of 70-something.
Hey, I don't think he that old. I think he in his 60s now. I'll give him that. You see what Nisha said to you? Nisha said, stop it, coach.
Hey, come on now. Nisha
gonna keep it 100.
Nisha, you ain't gonna give my boy T Green the benefit of the doubt, man. But if he got some weapons on the outside and he got a little protection, then we might be able to see that arm.
Nisha know the deal. Nisha know. Nisha know the real.
Stop it. I got you. Let me get this schedule pulled up, man, so we can take a look at this thing, man, and figure out where the pitfalls could be, but where you could exceed a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because that Ole Miss, like where games are placed on people's schedule, that's what people don't take.
That's a big deal, bro.
Yeah,
that's a big deal.
Where you play a team, when the game happens, who you play before and after. That all means something. Let's see. Let's share this screen over here and get this on the screen right now. Let me make this a little bit bigger for y'all so y'all can see it and follow along. And we're gonna get it jumping.
Let's get it.
All right. We're gonna. Matter of fact, we're gonna make this. Yeah. All right. So y'all start out with Alabama A&M 4:15 at home at DWR Razorback Stadium. Of course, that's a dub. But what I will say about a game like that, how you look in the win matters as well, because I'm pretty sure as Arkansas fans, y'all don't want to see no 28-18 type game. You know what I'm saying? You know
absolutely not. Absolutely not. And this is the thing. We beat Pine Bluff, UAPB last season, I believe, 70-0 or something crazy like that. But we were a mediocre team. We had the opportunity to show out and showcase, but we were playing. We were just the better team. You know, like UAPB couldn't do anything. It didn't prove anything as far as the outcome of the season. But you definitely don't want to look bad against Alabama A&M. I'll say that.
So we got right. I'm with you on that. I think how you win against lower level teams matters as well, because not for nothing, we as fans and as outsiders, just as being a Georgia guy, in the first half against UMass, we didn't look dominant. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if you didn't watch the game and you seen the end score, you're like, oh, they put it on them. But at halftime, it wasn't like that. So these things matter, man. Following that up, y'all got Arkansas State, man, and that's in Little Rock. Now, these guys ain't on y'all level, but I'm pretty sure some of them guys went to high school with some of y'all guys, and they look at the point. I'm just saying.
That should be a dub. But there's going to be a lot of bad blood in that game. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you can't look bad in that game and have the next one on tap now.
Yeah, we can't. But the thing is, Arkansas State is going to give us all we can handle, because that side Arkansas split into four halves, in my opinion. You got Northwest Arkansas, you got the West Memphis area where Arkansas State is, then you got Central and South Arkansas. So that's four sides of Arkansas, four splits. So where that West Memphis, that East Arkansas side, bro, they do not like the Razorbacks at all. Or if you're an Arkansas State Red Wolf, you think that you're better than Arkansas when it's not true. So they're going to give us all they can give us. You know what I'm saying? And it's at War Memorial, so it's going to be a jam-packed game. Plus, that's the last game that is going to be played at War Memorial Stadium.
Okay. I'm going to give y'all a dub in that, so y'all coming off
give us a dub.
Fresh dub, 2-0, and you go to Oxford, down to the Grove, and take on Ole Miss, where Ole Miss has been the most dangerous over the years, is at home. A lot of times, and I've been known, and everybody know my opinion on Lane Kiffin. I like Lane Kiffin as a play caller, head coach, but he does falter sometimes on the road. But y'all got to go to the Grove. How you feeling about that Ole Miss game? They got Simmons, new to starting, not new to the team.
I'm not feeling good about that at all. And I'm going to tell you why. Lane Kiffin has been little brothering and bullying Sam Pittman for the entire time that he's been in the SEC with Sam Pittman. They came in at the same time. Remember this. Sam Pittman and Lane Kiffin came to their schools at the exact same time. And Arkansas, even though Arkansas was 2-10 for 2 years straight, Ole Miss and Arkansas were considered to be on the same level. Ole Miss has exceeded Arkansas and surpassed Arkansas in so many different areas. It's laughable. Not only that, you literally deplete Arkansas's offensive line, defensive secondary, and tight end room of our star players, our best players, and put them on your team. Not only that, the year before you took our best middle linebacker in Pooh Paul. So they're going to have a point to prove. Ole Miss is going to be beating up Arkansas with old Arkansas players. I feel like Luke Haas is going to go crazy. I feel like Patrick Kudus is going to have pancake after pancake after pancake. Pooh Paul going to go crazy. Jalen Braxton going to go crazy just because they want to prove that they're better, and they're glad that they left Arkansas.
That ain't gonna look good if Lane can get them, not that they themselves wasn't playing hard, but could get them to perform a lot better than they did when they was in Arkansas. Justin says Ole Miss is gonna take a huge step down this season. They lost a lot and gonna have a young QB. One thing I'll say about that QB, and I can only speak from when Georgia got that thing put on them down in Oxford last year, when my boy, what's his name, Jackson Dart went down for a drive. Simmons came in and literally went down the field, was 5 for 6 for like 80 yards, and sliced through our defense like a hot knife through butter. And it didn't look good. Now, that some of that could be that we didn't have no film on him and things of that nature, but he did show some promise. So, and about being young, what I'm gonna say is, what do we call Kiffin? He's the portal king. So, I mean, last year his team was all portal guys. So, I think this right here can make or break y'all season. I think somebody in the comments said that earlier. Right here, even if you lose, you can't get the doors blown off, man. Because you get the doors blown off, that Memphis game start looking a little bit tighter. Like, people start clinching them. You know what I'm saying? It get tight down there. You know what I'm saying? So the following week, y'all got to go to Memphis.
And that's the thing. Like, if we get our wheels blown off, man, at Ole Miss, these boys could possibly let go of the rope, man. And that's
that
my
won't be
biggest
good.
worry. That's my biggest worry because a lot of people just think that this Memphis game is in the bag when it's not, bro. This Memphis game is going to be tough at Memphis. Memphis is not a pushover. They're not a blue blood, but they're a tough team every time they touch the field, man. And the game that game between that Ole Miss game and that Notre Dame game is a trap game.
Mm-hmm.
So if we get our doors blown off and them boys let go of the rope at Ole Miss going into that Memphis game, it's a wrap. Sam Pittman won't even make it to the end of the season to even debate whether or not a 7-5 season will save his job.
Right, and game placement, what we talked about coming on to the schedule, that Memphis game is placed in, like you said, it's a trap game because you got to put all your focus on Ole Miss. As soon as you finish with that, win or lose, you got to, you're going to turn your focus to Memphis, but right behind Memphis, you got Notre Dame coming in fresh off a national title appearance. Returning like most of their defense, if not all of their doggone defense. And Marcus Freeman, one of the best young coaches out there.
Facts. And this is what if I was the AD and I was the scheduler, I would have scheduled that Memphis game first. And I'm gonna tell you why. Okay. You ain't got time to play. You got to come with your A game regardless. It ain't no warm up or none of that. Come out and play. Just like LSU lost to who was that they played last year and lost to? They lost to USC. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They lost that game, but it got them ready and it got them right for the rest of the season. I feel like instead of these cupcake games at the beginning of the season, Arkansas needs to schedule a Memphis like that. You know what I'm saying? Like a couple years ago, we scheduled Cincinnati. You get what I'm saying? Schedule a real team to get your boys ready, bro. And you put that Alabama A&M game between the Ole Miss and the Notre Dame game. You get what I'm saying?
And somebody was doing these schedules 3-4 years ago. So they definitely should have thought about that. Nisha is keeping it all the way 100 on Taylor Green. She said that man known for throwing completions to the other team.
Big facts. And you know what? I was listening to another Arkansas show early today, man. And I believe it was Inside Arkansas, man. And John Neighbors had another person on, and he was talking about, and he was asking somebody about Taylor Green. And the guy and John Neighbors feels like Taylor Green needs to be getting more respect in the SEC as far as being one of the better and more athletic quarterbacks in the nation. In the SEC. Yeah. And the dude hit him with one across the mouth I wasn't even expecting. And he was like, he asked John Neighbors, does Taylor Green even have a passing touchdown against a team with a winning record?
Stop playing.
Real talk. And John Neighbors couldn't say a damn word, bro. And it blew my mind because I didn't even think about that because he doesn't have a passing touchdown against a team with a winning record in the SEC, dog.
That's nasty work right there, dog.
Filthy, disgusting work. But Arkansas
I did not know that.
Arkansas fans don't want to talk about that, though, bro. I do. Because that's the type of stuff that matters to me, because that's the stuff that matters between the lines. Those are the intangible things, bro, that don't show up on – well, it does show up on paper because it's a damn stat. But it means something, bro, to the actual ceiling and floor of a player, in my opinion. Yeah, you can run the ball. We know you can run the ball, Taylor, but you don't even have a passing touchdown against a team with a winning record.
So that's going to be crucial in these first 5 games because Ole Miss, Notre Dame will definitely have winning records. I'm pretty sure Memphis will too. So we don't need.
I appreciate that, Lorenzo Applewhite, too.
Yep. Lorenzo, say happy birthday, Mo, all the way from Dallas, Texas. Go Hogs. Woo pee sweet. And that's what like you said, Mo, like we don't just need you to play good and throw 3 touchdowns against Arkansas State and Alabama A&M. You got to throw the touchdowns when it really matters. Because let's keep it a buck. He cannot throw a touchdown against Alabama A&M, and y'all gonna run for some touchdown. Maybe the defense score a couple times. You know what I'm saying? Right. But when you go to Oxford, when you play Notre Dame, he better bring them TDs with him, or it's gonna get ugly on prime time.
And excuse me, Justin Williams, he had a passing touchdown against LSU last year, and I'm silly. Excuse me, Justin.
Just to say, hold up. Hold up.
He did have a
one.
passing touchdown.
He
Okay,
did
all
have
right.
one. Right. Shout to say Green has talent, can win games in his conference, just depends on his develop and team health. Like I said, I think both sides are true. I think he got talent. I think Nisha right. He has been throwing a lot of intercepts to the team, but I think he needs help too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving him no pass, but I'm just saying he gotta have some help. After Notre Dame, y'all get out much needed off week, and then y'all take on a team who right now we don't know what their quarterback situation looks like.
We don't. But Arkansas doesn't do well on bye weeks. Like we had a bye week between that Tennessee game and that LSU game, and we threw it away. We came out and got our heads beat in like we didn't know football that next week. So having an off week between those games don't impress me much because we don't do much with them. If anything, we come out more sluggish and coming out with false starts and holding calls. Like, man, Arkansas just doesn't do well coming off bye weeks. So I'm not impressed.
Okay. Justin say Texas and LSU is the only games on the schedule that he can't say that Arkansas is going to win or can win. Those two teams are loaded. Right. It's just that LSU has Brian Kelly and he likes to lose a game or two each year. That is true as well. And as we go through the schedule, we'll see that. I think the Tennessee game, again, I think it's at Neyland. It's at Neyland. It's winnable. Yep. Will you win? I think not just how you prepare for that game in the offseason, but what happens in those first 5 games is going to matter to the psyche of the team. You know what I'm saying? You come out of that. If you can come out of this first 5 and you 4-1, and I think the psyche is, regardless of who the loss is, I think the psyche is good. But if you come out of there and you 3-2 with losses to Ole Miss and Notre Dame, or for whatever reason 2-3 and you lost 3 in a row, that's not, the psyche ain't be good going into Neyland, and you got to listen to Rocky Top all game. That ain't good. Nobody wants to listen to Rocky Top all game.
I know I don't.
Right. Woo Pig in the building saying that
good. Woo Pig
game,
00.
hopefully. Yeah, like listen, man, I'm telling you.
And y'all better quit saying that Memphis game is an automatic win, or it might end up being some sad singing and flower bringing.
Hey, listen. Woo Pig say I think Ole Miss edges out against us if we can cause some havoc in the backfield with the new quarterback on the center for Ole Miss. Then we might have a game. That's a good strategy.
The only way we'll have a chance is if we rattle that quarterback.
Hey, listen, Justin said, y'all busting Ole Miss ass this year for that revenge. So that's what he said.
Justin is a secret staff member of the Arkansas football team, bro. Justin is a part of the elite at the Hill, bro. He's an insider. He must be a staffer. He is definitely high on some Arkansas fentanyl right now.
If you just tuned in, just know Arkansas fans are not high on Dan Enos. Connor say our playbook from the Dan Enos year was the playbook from the Waterboy play calling for dummies.
That's facts.
Justin say we are not, in capital letters, losing to
we gonna see if Justin keep that same energy when that Sunday morning come.
Right.
That Sunday morning gonna say a whole lot.
All right. After that Tennessee game, man, y'all get Texas A&M at home, and this is the game Mo was referring to, that one of these, probably regardless, like if Sam Pittman tried to keep his game, this is one of them things where, like you said, you hadn't had a chance to have home and home. You got home and home, and you got it at your home at DWR this year.
That's a game he has to win, because even when he was up at the podium today, he spoke to this game specifically. You get what I'm saying? He talked about that Texas A&M rivalry because he brought up Johnny Manziel. He brought up Johnny Manziel, talking about Johnny Manziel was running all over us and running to the sideline laughing. He wasn't even a coach at Arkansas during that time. But the issue is that he keeps bringing up the fact that Texas A&M has had the better hand of us at Cowboy Stadium. So now it's your opportunity to buckle down, get it done, and beat Texas A&M at home. Like you say, this is what you want. You want it at home, so let's get it.
Right. And we talked about how hard the schedule is. And like I say, Shawty had mentioned, there's really not a lot of ducking in the SEC anymore. But look at this stretch when we talk about Ole Miss at Memphis, Notre Dame, Tennessee, Texas, and Texas A&M, and then Auburn. It's like that's not a 6-game stretch you're looking for, especially when you say y'all not that great coming off of bye weeks. It's almost like why even why the bye week? Might as well just play another game right there.
Facts.
So, and then you get a little let up with Mississippi State, but this is one of those games we talked about. This is a game you can't lose.
Yep.
You can't lose to a Mississippi State. Mississippi
Cannot.
State
Auburn
didn't
either.
win an SEC game last year.
You can't lose to Auburn either, man, because a lot of the conversation around Auburn is the fact that their recruiting is so bad.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You really don't know what you. Well, I mean, they did go out and recruit a quarterback, I believe, but you still don't know what they got at. I mean, you don't know what they got.
Right.
I mean, Auburn was terrible last year, so you can't be equally terrible. Go beat Auburn again, just like you did last year at home.
That's going right. I was about to say that game was at home. Y'all beat them at Auburn last year, so you definitely don't want to lose to them on your home front. Chris Sullivan says, do y'all think if Taylor can connect with his receivers, the O-line holds up, that Arkansas can be halfway decent? That's what I've been saying. Like, first of all, yes, Taylor do have to play better, but the offensive line got to give him a little bit of time, man. And of course, I think the receivers. I think you went out and got some pretty decent guys in the portal, and of course we'll get to see that on the field. But if he can have some time and get him the ball, we'll see what the rest can do. That's gonna have to happen.
Facts.
If you're gonna win, 6, 7, 8, 9 games, whatever you're gonna try to
win. This is what I'll say. This is what I'll say. The key is gonna be our running game, bro. Bobby Petrino's offense is best when we can have a sick play action, because believe it or not, Broderick Green, Niall Davis, all those boys that were running backs at Arkansas when he was the coach ran the ball when it needed to be run, and they passed the ball when it needed to be passed. You get what I'm saying? If Braylon Russell can unlock the key to his offensive line, if that offensive line can both run block effectively, but pass block just marginally better, we might have a chance to win more games, bro. But it's all gonna center around the offensive line. I'm not too concerned about the middle of our defense, from the defensive tackles back to the linebackers. Our bookends I'm concerned about. But if the offensive line can effectively run block to open up the play action, Arkansas gonna be nasty.
Shot to say you got to win that Auburn game, and you definitely agree.
Yeah, you got to win that Auburn game.
Right now, also Woo Pig says he thinks the ball game is a toss-up. I believe we torched Auburn at the crib. Yep. Okay, so he's saying the Tennessee game is a toss-up, but then when Auburn come into the crib, y'all gonna get in that thing. You know what I'm saying?
No diddy.
Jack Burton says that senior Aggie lineman said he's proud of the trophy at Jerry's World and didn't sound like he cared about it being in Fayetteville. Well, he got no choice. Hey,
they don't.
Right. And but now it's a home and home, so there's no. I ain't gonna say it was excuses before, but it definitely ain't none now, especially with y'all playing them at home, man. And then y'all get another bye week, and then you finish the season super strong.
Correct. At LSU.
At Texas,
and
then Mizzou at the house.
Man,
how you feeling about that back end of that schedule, man?
Bro, them back ends ain't coming in. Like that boy Finesse 2 times say, Sam, my boy, my cousin Sam Jones put me on that one, man. Them back ends ain't coming in, bro. I don't feel good about those 2 games at all. Now, listen, man, don't get me wrong. If we come off a stretch beating Texas A&M, Auburn, and Mississippi State with a bye week, we might have an opportunity, bro. But I mean, they have to win the games that matter, but also win some games they're not supposed to in order for it to work. You get what I'm saying? Because last season, everything laid out perfectly. It laid out perfectly. They had all of their tough games at home. Texas was at home last season. LSU was at home last season. Tennessee was at home last season. Ole Miss was at home last season. You get what I'm saying? So they have to win the games that they're supposed to win, but also win a couple that they're not supposed to, man, in order for it to unlock the true potential of what this team could be going into that LSU game, that Texas game, and that Missouri game, man. So
Stat guy
Texas is loaded, man.
Because of where it falls, like we mentioned earlier in the schedule about that Memphis game, because of where Mizzou falls, it's the last game of the season, but it's right after you go to LSU, right after you go to Texas. He's saying the Mizzou game gonna be rough coming off those 2 games
Mhm.
before it, and he feel like that's another must win, but don't know how banged up you guys are gonna be
That's the
heading
question.
into the game because the season's getting longer. You know what I'm saying? And these guys, like said, Shawty's saying he see 5 and 7. We about to go back. We about to go back through, and that's what I was gonna do. But yeah, to Stat Guy's point, you got to be healthy at the end of the season, not just good. You got to be healthy because if you're not healthy, it doesn't matter how good you is if you don't got no depth at the end of the season. So we had mentioned that Sam Pittman needed to be 7 and 5 to possibly save his job. I'm gonna say this. Alabama's a win. Arkansas State's a 2 win. Memphis is 3. Mo, find me 4 more wins on this schedule.
I'll say Auburn.
Okay, that's 1. Need
Mississippi
3 more.
State.
That's 2.
And I'll say Missouri.
Missouri, that's 3. We need 1 more at Tennessee or Texas A&M.
I'm gonna take that Texas A&M.
So what we saying is if Sam Pittman beat Alabama, A&M, Arkansas State, Memphis, Texas A&M, Mississippi State, Mizzou, and Auburn, those are his 7 wins. With losses to LSU, Texas, Notre Dame, and Ole Miss and Tennessee.
That's possible.
Okay.
That's possible.
Sam better be coaching. That's all
I can say is this. He better win all his home games. 1, 2.
Let's start from the side. So you got 1.
Aside from Notre Dame.
Okay, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he got and
1 away.
And still 1 on the road.
And 1 away at Memphis.
Okay. All right, let's see what Smoke Baby talking about. Smoke Baby say, Mo, if we start off the season 5-0, what will you say then?
Shit, what am I supposed to say? Thank you. Appreciate you. I appreciate you, Sam Pittman. Thank you for coaching these boys. Thank you for making me a believer. Thank you for making me into a liar. You get what I'm saying? It won't hurt my feelings. I'll be glad about it. What you expect me to say?
Damn, Connor said, man, Arkansas is the redheaded stepchild of the SEC again. Gonna be a lot of belt to ass this season. Damn, bro. Come on, Connor. We ain't got the week 0 yet, dog. Come on, man.
Hey, all I can say is
everybody right now is 0-0. You know what I'm saying? Listen, this is what, like, when I coach high school basketball, the head coach would always start the year and say, everybody's 0-0. Everybody's tied for first. After the first week, you either in first or you in last.
You know what, man? Smoke Baby FA1. You know what? If Arkansas starts out 5-0, they better be taught. We better make it to the playoffs. That's exactly what I'm gonna say. We better make it to the playoffs. Because I'm gonna tell you why.
5-0 with a bye week.
Facts. And I'm gonna tell you why. We would, in order to be 5-0, we would have to beat 2 playoff teams from last season. So that means that it's time for us to step into that role and become a playoff team this season. That is the next move. That is the natural progression after beating not only two playoff teams, but ain't Notre Dame just coming off of a national championship appearance?
Yep. Facts.
If you 5-0, we need to be talking playoffs. That's what I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna let up. I ain't getting my foot off Sam Pittman neck. Finish the job.
Finish the job. Stat Guy say he got him at 4.5. Pittman might not be coaching the Texas. And Mo mentioned this earlier. He said depending on what that first half do, Pittman might not make it. Now Connor, like Stat, Shawty, Mo, and Stat got him around 5. Connor say I done said it, Mo. I only see maybe 2, maybe 3 wins.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
Hold on.
If we doing 2 or 3,
man.
If we doing 2 or 3 wins, it's gonna be Alabama A&M, Arkansas State, and Mississippi State. Them the 3.
You say it's a better chance y'all beat a conference rival or conference foe in Mississippi State than it is at Memphis.
I don't think that Mississippi State and Memphis are far off in talent.
That's tough for Jeff Lebby down there. That's tough.
But be real, like Memphis is talented, bro. They always have a tough running back, a couple of them. You get what I'm saying? Let's think about the Tony Pollards of the world. Let's be real. It ain't like they talent deficient. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All the rejects that didn't go to Mississippi State and Ole Miss going to Memphis.
So Justin gets in and says Alabama A&M 1, Arkansas State 2, Memphis 3, Ole Miss 4, Mississippi State 5, Auburn 6,
That boy
Mizzou
said Auburn
7. All will be all wins, and we're gonna beat ND2. Man, I tell you, y'all better drink some of whatever Justin's drinking.
Bro, I'm telling you, that boy is on some Arkansas grade fentanyl right now.
Listen,
That
real
boy
talk, man. Like y'all should beat
Man.
Alabama A&M, Arkansas State, Memphis, and Mississippi State. Like those right there for sure should be. That's 4 games right there. And then, like you said, Mo, if y'all can hold serve with those teams at home, and then you just still one on the road. You know what I'm saying? It's like
all you got to do is win your home games, bro, and your job is safe. You get what I'm? Just win the games at home. That's easy, right? They always talk about how inconvenient it is to go to Arkansas State and how we don't have enough games at Donald W. Razorback Stadium, bro. Listen, man, win your home games.
Win your home games. So that is, man. We done talked about that schedule, man. Win them home games, man. Win them home games. Still one on the road. Pittman gonna be safe. Now, even though that might save his job, I think we get the feeling that some people might not want it to save his job. But it's like you walking.
I'm one of them.
But this is the thing, Mo. In that space, you walking a tightrope. It's like you don't want your team to do bad, but you also want a new coach.
Correct.
Can't be both though.
Correct. And that's I'm in that party, and I'm glad you said that because I feel like Sam Pittman should have been gone 2 years ago. I'm in the camp that I don't want to see my team fail just to save his job, just so he won't be gone. But at the same time, I do feel like for Arkansas to be a long-term competitor and actually be relevant in the SEC moving forward in this new era of NIL, Sam Pittman is not the guy.
Gotcha. Nick Lee joining in. Appreciate you.
What's good, Nick Lee? Where you been at, bro?
Right, we done been going in. This is the close of SEC Media Days here on the Fan Addict, man. Got my boy SEC Mo from Hog Wild Podcast. We was wrapping it up, but it's Mo's birthday, so we didn't even talk about Kentucky, Texas A&M, and Mizzou that much. You know what I'm saying? Because it's his birthday. That's what we do. Rico getting in here late. Come on, Rico, where you been, my guy?
Rico, what's good, you know
Rico? Y'all missed the party. We about to listen. Mo got a lot of seasoning and everything to do to get ready for this reunion.
And then my neighbor's trying to get me to go out and smoke cigars after this. So, man, it's a lot going on, man.
Facts. Derek Hewitt getting in the building a little bit late. We appreciate you getting in. He said, I think a lot of people are sleeping on Pittman. He's brought bowl games and won more than Chad Morris did. You know,
bro, that's not hard. Chad Morris was here for 2 years and won 4 games. What? Come on, man.
Hey, that dude say you gotta look at the glass half full, boy. It's your birthday, man. Nick Lee say happy birthday, big dog.
I appreciate that, Nick. I appreciate that. Big double O.
Happy G-Day,
man. Listen, bro.
Everybody getting in tonight.
We do. We're
gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up. I'm gonna let Mo tell y'all where to find him most nights, and then he can get out of here and go season some chicken, smoke some cigars.
Absolutely, man. Y'all can find me at the Hog Wild Podcast on YouTube, at Real SEC Mo on Twitter, at the Hog Wild Podcast on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it, man. Tap in. We are on the road to 2,000 subscribers. I think I'm at like 1860, 1869, or 1870 right now. So let's run these numbers up, man. Y'all know we do collab, man. So if y'all a Fan Addict subscriber, come subscribe to the Hog Wild Podcast, facts. Man. If y'all a Hog Wild subscriber, man, come subscribe to Coach I and the Fan Addict, man. We a family, man. We do this.
That's right, man. That's right,
so
man. You know
what
I'm saying? Y'all gonna
with your boys.
Right. Y'all gonna see more collabs coming this year. You know what I'm saying? I'm very selective about who I want to collab with. Me and Mo been getting down for a couple of years. It's been
about 4 or 5 now. It's gotta be because Sam Pittman wasn't even hired yet, I don't think, man.
Right.
Or it may have been his first year.
Listen, Mo had a lot of wind in the sails for Sam Pittman was hired. You know what I'm saying? But he's seen the writing on the wall, like I say. But it's okay.
5 years, Coach, man. We've been knowing each other for a little minute now, dog.
Right. You got to support the man, but then you got to hold him to that same standard
Facts.
when he not performing, man. Like Mo said, man, listen, if you a subscriber to the Fan Addict, get over to the Hog Wild podcast, man, and join Mo. Hey, listen, Mo don't just talk football, he talk basketball, talk baseball. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? A little bit
That's what my
cool.
boy Connor Diamond does. We building out his show and set right now, man. So we gonna talk about it all, man.
Big facts, man. And like I say, we'll be doing a lot of collabs. Mo on the road to 2,000. Y'all make sure y'all get over there, hit that subscribe button. A little bit over 1,800. It's free. And it helped the fellas without having to come out your pockets. You know what I'm saying? And then over here at the Fan Addict, man, we at 2610 on the road to 5,000, but we got to get the 3 first. So, man, y'all make sure y'all get in there, subscribe, hit them like buttons, and turn on the bell notification because y'all don't know when we gonna pop up. Shawty say, call me Shawty Prophet, Mo.
Hey, you gotta let me on. You gotta let me on just my damn opinion so we can chop it up. And I wish you would have called in tonight, Shawty, but we gonna get it in this season, man. I'm gonna have to jump on inside the respect the hedges or whatever y'all. I'm gonna have to jump on some of these shows, man, so we can actually chop it up, Shawty, because I need to talk to you.
Big facts.
Yeah.
My guy Priest getting in, always supporting the channel. We appreciate you getting to see. Say go dogs on top. That's right. Listen, this is the wrap up for SEC Media Days. Your boy Coach I came back with a vengeance. I went live 4 days in a row. Y'all ain't never seen that on the Fan Addict. I ain't never went live.
You came out swinging.
Hey, I had to, man. I've been on the hiatus. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, we need them, bro. Hey, we need those hiatuses, bro. I told my hey, the Hog Wild crew already know between basketball season and football season, that whole time your boy's gonna be on a sabbatical. It's gonna be straight baseball with Connor Diamond.
Listen, you know how it is because we were right from football season and the SEC basketball. So
these shows take a lot in production. I don't think people understand how much goes into these shows, man. We give a lot of energy to this, man.
And we appreciate everybody for supporting it, whether you're on Facebook, you on YouTube, or you on X, man. Appreciate you, Mo, for coming on tonight, man.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure, Coach I. Always, man. You know, even on my birthday, I'm gonna make time for my guy, Coach I, man.
Big facts. Hey, man, until next time, that's been the SEC Mo Hog Wild podcast. I'm your boy, Coach I, Fan Addict Sports, and we out of here.